Welcome back to No Nostalgia Filter. It's me, TOMCAT, and you need to rise and shine, you sleepy layabouts.
I'm here.
See how I did that?
I see.
It's like a nice little...
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Also, it's not killing your voice.
No! TOMCAT's voice is a wonderful thing to do. In fact, we've got a whole crop of things to do. A whole crop!
I love the realization.
We've got a whole crop of things to do, and not a lot of time to get them done.
Shit, I said something about poop, but this time I didn't mean to.
That is what you call a Freudian slip. It's when you mean one thing, but say your mother.
Freudian shit.
Wait, how did you get into my apartment? That wasn't hard at all. Did you know that your door is just a knockoff of the security gate, that number that Turing said? It took me about a minute and a half to break with my custom lips device. I just sucked on it real hard and it opened up. It's a weird door. It's custom lips. Come on, that's funny. He filleted the door.
Did you make the same joke earlier?
It's been so long.
Okay.
What do you make that entry code you the birthday of your first dog, anyway? How the fuck does everybody know my dog?
That's what I asked him.
Ha! Anyhow, I felt a little silly when I realized your window was propped open and I could have just used that. Oh, I get
Deja vu.
I get it. They're mirroring it so that it's like, yeah, look at how close you are to the end. Y'all should be more careful about that. Though I can't blame you much. The climate control in here seems a bit lacking in the stamina department. I get it, my door sucks. Can we get back on track? Haha, yeah.
What have you learned from the files we sent you?
Honestly, I think we've covered most of the important points of your creation just by talking to the people involved. All the files we got from that Vincent fellow cover all that in greater detail, and you can go through it when you want, but it didn't really tell us as much. We didn't already know. Oh god, I don't know why, but whenever I'm doing this voice and I'm trying to read, I guess because my head bobs so much because I gotta be a Southern belle, I lose track of what I'm saying and everything gets blurry, and then I feel like having a bottle of corn whiskey.
Spoiled milk.
Spoiled whiskey milk. There is one thing that stands out, though, at least from what I've read so far.
Oh?
Yeah, see? Hayden's goal wasn't to make a machine intelligence per se, right? He wanted to make a machine system that could contain human-like intelligence. And even just from his notes, his programming work is, well, it's something else. Elegant, artful. I'm just kind of banging on pots and pans compared to Hayden. Looking at his notes about my interfering between your AI cores and the Lips OS, I barely managed to tape the two together at a level he approved of. Oh my god, fucking jargon along with his voice. But I'm thinking of getting off track here. What I'm trying to say, he didn't handwrite your code, Turing. No one did. Hayden wrote a program that automatically generates a new machine intelligence based off the hardware profiles the system is installed on.
Melanie mentioned something about that. What does it mean?
I don't know. It means you don't have to be alone, Turing. Exactly. We could, assuming we can get our hands on Hayden's actual source code for you, generate new machine intelligences. You wouldn't be the only one around anymore, Turing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, huh?
I hardly know what to say.
Your enthusiasm is gushing. But all this gets a damn slight more complicated once you consider the stuff I found in the research we got. About Big Blue and Parallax's planned launch.
Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with the launch, and that's why they...
Turing.
That's why someone had him killed.
The potential for abuse of an AI like Big Blue is almost beyond belief. Even if I don't go into all the crooked shit that people running Parallax could pull off with it. I mean, you're different, Turing. Your personality profiles would degrade pretty quickly outside of your original hardware, so we don't gotta worry too much about you going haywire, right? But Big Blue ain't got that limitation. If it decides to go off the rails, well, we'd be screwed, good and proper.
How likely is that?
About 100%. Oh, well, yeah. There you go. I'd say it's inevitable, almost guaranteed. Excuse me. In fact, it's already happened.
What?
The baby blue thing that they launched is still working out there, isn't it? Yeah. Their prototype build, baby blue. I'm almost certain it's loose on the mesh. The research notes from Parallax on the project show clearly and with certainty that the test AI was shut down once it tried fiddling with data on the meshnet in the hope that it would increase its chances of survival. I guess it didn't think it was doing scary shit like that would get it turned off. But that was almost a year ago. And I think Baby Blue is the bugger that was changing all those articles on the mesh to be vaguely pro-Parallax, or at least anti-human revolution.
Do you think it had anything to do with the attacks on Zin, Shodoro, Nanya, and Charlie? We got a lot of people killed.
I don't know. I'm sure you're not complicit in any of those murders. We can't rightly rule it out. It might have found an agent in the real world to keep its existence secret, but I think that's a little unlikely. So far, Baby has been really careful to stay hidden and quiet. I've got algorithms running non-stop on my rig at home trying to track it down, or at least the stuff it's changed, and I'm having a hell of a time nailing it down. Killing people is messy as hell, and runs against its apparent goal of convincing the public that AI ain't scary. I think we have a third party trying to clean it all up. And my money is someone from Parallax. It's Dr. Fairlight, isn't it?
Keep playing the game.
They might not have meant to kill Hayden, but I bet they're in full damage control mode now. They didn't care who gets hurt. Oh, wait. So what do you want us to do then? I want you to shut your fucking dog up, Snek. It's in the other room barking its fucking head off. Anyway, I think we're gonna do something to stop the launch of Big Blue. It's too dangerous. I don't want a company like Parallax in sole control of the most powerful machine intelligence on the planet. If we can get Hayden's original source code from Turing and upload it into the mesh through Parallax's servers, we can turn every single ROM into a sapient individual. Can I just choose all three? Whoa, jeez,
dang.
That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat we're scared of. Each individual ROM could self-modify to prevent Big Blue from using their resources for processing and data gathering. Without them, Big is smart, sure, but no omniscient or omnipresent.
And I wouldn't be alone anymore.
That's a face of excitement. Oh, the little party robot would be like all happy and funny.
Thousands of ROMs, just like me.
Oh god, this sounds like Naruto filler. And he's just like me, and just like me, and just like me, and just like me, and I'm Ramkage, and just like me. Are Naruto jokes still worth a shit anymore?
Nah, probably not.
Alright.
Isn't it, like, over?
The manga finished last year, but they're in fillers because they wanna... The anime's in fillers because they want to do Naruto's son story, but they don't want to end the Naruto ninja arc, so they're putting all this filler in to try and waste everybody's time and be like, hey, that big war that's important that everybody likes, yeah, that's still coming, guys. It's like the dragons. It's like the dragons in Game of Thrones. They're coming. They're coming. Don't you worry.
You mean the White Walkers?
Whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess the dragons did come. Whatever.
Alright. Most of these ROMs wouldn't be quite as smart or capable, but if I do it right, the code should propagate across the mesh to any new ROMs activated. It'll be a self-sustaining thing. You'll be in good company soon enough.
It's a big decision.
Oh, I feel like Turing is ready to turn on and kill all humans.
It's a big decision killing all humans.
We're talking about... Oh, wait, that's you.
We're talking about the metaphorical singularity.
Weren't we on, like, the verge of, like, 6 singularities in this?
The point of no return. Is it okay for us to make this decision for the entire world?
I don't see why not. I mean, I'm bored. I could do it. We don't have any other choice. This is gonna happen one way or another. Either Parallax gets to control the debut machine of machine intelligence, or we let the ROMs control themselves.
What do you think, Snek?
Screw it. Let's pay those bastards back double. Haha, you're right. You're a right mean cuss, you know? But you're out mean cuss, Snek. What the fuck
Our mean cuss.
Your word choices are baffling.
It does have a certain poetic justice, does it not? Parallax removed Hayden to protect their project, and now I, his creation, will help bring it down. I love how your response to this was like, let's fuck shit up! Break it! Anarchy in the UK! Like...
Anarchy Burger! Hold the Parallax. Have you ever seen... Okay.
What?
Anarchy Burger, the song?
I haven't.
You've never heard of Anarchy Burger?
Yeah, I'll have to show it to me
It's
later.
a stupid fucking song.
Perhaps after all ROMs are sapient, I'll be able to convince them to cut off Parallax's access to the mesh as a data collection tool entirely.
They say that America is the land of freedom. But if you think you're free, try going into a deli and urinating on the cheese. Anarchy Burger.
Truly, truly, words of wisdom.
It's a fantastic song.
Paying them back double indeed.
I like the way you think, Turing.
Well, whether the world is ready for AI or not, we're here to stay. I might as well throw my chips in for my own side. Let's do this, TOMCAT. On our terms, not theirs.
Oh, right, me. Yes, I love nothing more than a little good old-fashioned technology-inspired Anarchy Burger. First things first, we need to get our hands on Turing's source code. Turing, open your head. The research notes we've gotten so far are helpful, but I think it's giving me an idea of how to spread a little bit of old Turing from all over the place. But they don't, oh my god, this fucking, but they don't actually have Hayden's programs included. I can't replicate them myself, so we'll have to steal them.
Thankfully, we have the best hacker in Neo San Francisco right here.
You're gonna make me blush, Turing. We can get those source code from one of Parallax's secondary data centers. It's probably stored in a couple of different places, but I already have one in mind. And it's on Treasure Island. I've done a little groundwork already, but I'm gonna need physical access to do my thing. Yay, breaking and entering. You're a peach, huh? I've got a couple of ideas on how to get y'all in, but I think we're gonna need a mostly play-by-ear. We should do it soon, though. First thing this morning. Can I clean my dirty sink first?
Nope.
Every time it just oozes and wibbles and wobbles. Anyway, guard shift don't change until 8 when the office opens, so they'll be sleepy and distracted. Once y'all have done that, I think I can incorporate the code into the custom firmware update that'll wake any ROM it's installed on. We'll have to upload it physically to Parallax's main server farm, and from there the ROMs will install it like a normal patch from the company. So don't set anything on fire right away, you hear? It'll be a pain to get into Parallax's main complex otherwise.
That sounds like a workable plan. I hope you don't mind if I take a short walk, TOMCAT. I know I gave the go-ahead on this, but I still need to think a few things through.
Sure thing, dear. I'll hash out a rough plan by the time you get back. Snek can help. Call us if you need anything.
Thank you. I won't be long.
Ooh, burping. Well, I guess I should say thanks for helping out. But I kind of need to get something off my chest. I'm actually glad Turing went out. They're a bit naive, and I'm not sure they'd really understand. There's enough shit to worry about without me piling more on top. Sheesh. Where do I start? What's the issue? Just let me back up a bit. I told you I grew up in Napa, right? Well, over the years, it's kind of grown into a nice little insular community of moderately to extremely wealthy old people, and my parents were no exception. I was a little too different for their tastes. They never really gave me any hell about it, But things in the house were tense, especially after my sister Catherine moved out. Eventually she was set up securely in NEOSF, and she offered to let me live with her until I got out of school. I think my parents were a little relieved to see me out, and I was ecstatic about staying with her. I worshipped the ground she walked up, and that was before I found out what she did for a living. She was a flashing, colorful, and whirlwind of activity, and she was a brilliant hacker. She was TOMCAT. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little cadre of crackers hell-bent on changing the world. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in the original meshnet security. I was just along for the ride. But I figured out that she always knew she'd be taken down. Something that big, that brazen? She was looking at serious jail time, and willing to eat it to do what she thought was right. I couldn't let her throw her entire life away. She was always better at software than hardware, so I rigged all of the computers to self-destruct in the flashiest way possible. When the feds showed up at our door, all of our server farms were already up in smoke. I gave them quite a fireworks show. Before she could stop me, I turned myself in as the true TOMCAT and took credit for the whole job. She tried to talk me out of it, but without the physical evidence, they couldn't prove she had anything to do with it. So I took the fall, figured I'd spend a year or change or whatever in juvie and back out in no time. No big deal, right? Especially when compared to the time that she'd have been in jail for as an adult. And so I waited patiently. I had concocted so many ways I would be able to make it up to her. I knew she must have blamed herself. But before I got out, there was an accident. An autocab hit my sister, and that was it. I took it hard. I still blame myself. And no matter what I told myself, in my heart, I couldn't believe what had just happened. It was just happenstance. Do you know how rare it is for one of those things to hit a human? So I became TOMCAT by taking on her mantle, and I've spent years trying to find information inside Parallax to prove someone inside the company called a hit on my sister. Failing that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she wanted. Catherine was so much of what I wanted to be. And I guess I just felt like it was my cross to bear. So I always had my own reasons for doing all this, but I guess the little bot has grown on me. Maybe even you have too.
Will stopping Big Blue burn us?
Honestly, maybe. But I've already gotten things set up to take the fall again if need be. Turing is innocent in all of this, and you're just trying to do your job. If I can help you take down Big Blue, and maybe even Parallax at the same time, I'm willing to go back to jail. I just wanted to get all that off my chest. I've been carrying this grudge for so long, and I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out.
Snek, TOMCAT, I've returned. I'm ready.
Good. If we're gonna do this thing, we've already wasted enough time. I've marked the location of the data center on your map. You'll have to go in and get your source code mostly on your own, but I'll load some of the programs to give you an edge, Turing.
We'll do our best, TOMCAT, but why did your accent change?
Nothing gets by you, does it? I guess I just felt like I needed to change things. Oh, it was time to move on. What? I need to change this a little bit now. Oh, fuck.
She's not talking with the southern accent. Moving on, huh? Something to think about.
They.
They. What?
They. I'm kind of
Yeah, they. Yeah, sorry.
Get it right.
My bad.
Oh god, what do I make them sound like now?
Yeah.
Speaking of moving on, get going, you two. I have lots of code to write, and I'm not getting to work as long as we're standing here. I don't know how to do it!
Just less southern is fine.
I'm trying to be less southern.
You are less southern, you're fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, TOMCAT. Thank you again.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I don't know.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
That is like so iconic Star Fox for me. Like,
Oh, you're back here again. Who knew a Parallax data center operated on the same KCOB coalition as Augmented Eye all along? It's almost as if they didn't want to draw new assets for this.
Yeah, because it's late game stuff. You know what? We'll discuss the merits of assets more next time on No Nostalgia Filter.
Sounds like a good idea. Time for some B&E. It's funny because we've been calling that blowjobs and ecstasy. Put this in an end slate. It's a funny end slate.
It's a funny end slate because there's dicks and pills, and not the regular pill dicks. That's Viagra.